Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Campbell and today I'm so excited for this video because this is a project that I've been wanting to make for years, and finally I'll be able to show you how to decorate and customize a teacher rocking chair. Now, a couple years ago I actually made something similar, which is this teacher stool in which I used vinyl, and I have a full YouTube video on that I will link in my description box if that's something that you're interested in. But for today, make sure you sit back, relax, grab some tea, coffee, water, whatever you drink, so I could teach you exactly how I decorated this chair. It's so beautiful. I love how it turned out. I love the pastel colors that I used and the glitter that I used for this. So let me know what you think about this project. Let me know if you'll try it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video for more, okay? All right, let's hop right into all the supplies that I used. I highly recommend trying to find a used rocking chair. I purchased mine from Wayfair and the listed price is $123.99, but I also got it on sale for $63.59. But obviously, if you can get it for a cheaper price than that, I would recommend that. And then I got the paint from Home Depot. I just got color samples and I had way more than enough paint. You'll also need a Cricut Joy Xtra or any Cricut that you have, but this one works perfectly fine. You'll also need paintbrushes. I used medium-sized paintbrushes as well as smaller-sized paintbrushes to get the details. And then you'll also need vinyl and glitter iron-on. I would recommend sealing the chair when you're done painting it, because if you don't, then it'll be easy for the paint to peel off, especially if you're using a brand new chair like I am. If you get a used chair, you can sand it down and the paint will stick much better. As you can see, I started painting the chair. The middle part of the chair will be where the crayons will be. So I finished that first, and then I added tape to the sides so that I can paint it into a pencil. So I just used my dark yellow, and I actually had this from a previous project where I made a bunch of pencils for teacher decorations, which I also have a YouTube video for if you want to check that out. Once the paint was completely dry, I took the tape off, and then I also cut out little pieces of black glitter iron-on material. The number one reason why I love using glitter iron-on is because you can actually peel it off of that material and you can put the Cricut Easypress Mini directly on the glitter and it won't mess up. If you're familiar with regular everyday iron-on, which is basically heat transfer vinyl, you know that you can't put your Easypress Mini directly on it because it will burn. You have to leave it on that plastic paper that it comes on. But again, this is why I love glitter iron-on material, because it won't get messed up if you put it directly on there. So that's a Cricut hack that you definitely want to keep in mind for projects. Not only this project, but if you're doing felt projects, this works as well. Speaking of felt projects, felt is my favorite material to craft with, and I actually have so many videos to teach you how to use felt and also to make other projects with your Cricut, such as projects for your classroom. I made this school bus costume for my daughter last year for Halloween. And then also, again, this Cricut felt board I made, and I actually go through the Cricut design space so that you can actually understand how to use it. So definitely check out those videos because it's a more in-depth tutorial on how to use Cricut. All right, so I actually messed up on the paint here a little bit, but it's okay. I just got a baby wipe and just wiped the paint off. I mean, I wasn't really trying to go for perfection. I was just trying to make it look as neat as possible, because with projects like this, if you just try to be perfect, then you'll never get it done, because this project took a long time to make and you just want to, make it look nice, especially if you're just doing it for a video. But I'm not just doing it for a video. I'm doing it because I really wanted this chair for myself. But you know what I mean, all you content creators. Here I am cutting out my glitter iron-on with my name. And again, the Cricut Joy Xtra I love because it's not super heavy like the Cricut Maker. You could take it with you. I've traveled with mine. I actually took it on a cruise like 2 years ago or so, like when it first came out. Here I am weeding out my glitter iron-on material, and then I am putting it onto my chair. I love one of the Cricut updates where they actually automatically mirror your image for glitter iron-on material and everyday iron-on material. Basically, any material that needs to be mirrored. And if you're not familiar with mirrored, the term means when it flips your image in Cricut Design Space so that it applies onto whatever material like the correct way. So if it wasn't mirrored, then the Miss Campbell would be backwards. You don't have to worry about that though, because Cricut actually updated that, so it's automatic for the material that you select when it needs to be mirrored. Okay, so here I am adding the design for the crayons, and this part was a little tricky because I had to make sure that the back of it aligned properly of that little black part that I'd added previously to adding the oval. It took me a while to figure out the color scheme of how I wanted the chair, but once I figured out that I wanted green right there, and I actually had to repaint the bottom a couple times. Overall, I am satisfied with the overall way that I painted this chair. So after I finished painting this, I actually made a huge mistake. I wanted to turn the little part in the middle, that stick, into a marker. So I cut out vinyl and then I put paint on there. But unfortunately, this did not work because I think that material is different from the rest of the chair. So when I tried to peel off the vinyl, the paint actually came off. So it could literally be scraped off. I ended up scraping it off with my nails because I was like, this is not gonna work. And I just took it off and left it blank. Another idea that I think would work great is to use vinyl for that part. But again, I didn't really want to do that because the chair was taking me already so long to make because I designed each part of the chair and it was just, I just needed to get it done. Here I am cutting out smart vinyl. So another really great thing about the Cricut Joy Xtra is that you can cut smart vinyl. So if you want to cut long material on there, then that's the perfect way to do it. And this part is for the lines that I'm going to add on the base of the chair to make it look like a piece of paper. So I kind of just did an estimate to see how the lines would look. I didn't really measure it because again, this chair took forever to make. So I was just, trying to get it done. So here I am adding the vinyl on there. And then I also did a red piece for the line on the side. And I also added black little circles for like the part of the paper that's hole punched. So once I added that, then that was the final step. And now I'm going to show you the grand reveal of the chair, even though you already saw it. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think about this chair because honestly, I think it came out really beautiful. I probably wouldn't do anything differently except for maybe the marker. I would try to do that with vinyl. But overall, I love the pencils. That's my favorite part. And I love how the glitter shines. It is so beautiful. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye.